led by 1 after the first 12 minutes, by 12 here at halftime, despite Miami being willing to run with them. Shawn Marion probably thought he was part of the Phoenix Suns again and our forward focus because he was able to get to the rim and explode with numerous dunks.
Well, I think without Dwayne Wade and without Shaquille O'Neal and the big man, No Alonzo Mourning, for the last couple of months, they decided to go out and try to beat the Warriors at the same game. But the difference was the Warriors' three-point shooting, 9 of 20 overall. Harrington had 4, Steven Jackson had 4, and then the bench kicked in. What we talked about, it did not happen in Charlotte.
All the threes were draw and kick, threaten inside, and then it bounces out. I also like the extra passing. Warriors have more assists tonight at halftime with 14 than they had the whole game in Charlotte. So the ball has really moved around, and the bench that gave them nothing the other night is really starting to contribute.
Biedrins started the game, and limited minutes because he's got to be a road race out there. He starts the second half and converts just like he did to start the game.
And Miami turns it over.
Pietrus is 0 for 4.
And Ellis just dropped the ball. And this has not been a normal Monta Ellis game. And the tough fadeaway. That's not how you draw it up, but Baron Davis has 11 points and 9 assists. Pietrus in the corner and the ball movement. You always talk about reversing the ball, Jim, against zones.
Yeah, swing it, change it, reverse it, all the same.
Baron to beat the shot clock is Baron Davis.
See how easy that shot came?
Alley-oop. Oh, Monte finishing. Perfectly delivered. How did they lose to the Bobcats? How did they lose to Minnesota or Chicago? Okay, Baron, Monte, and Jackson give you 83 points. But the rest of the players you're relying on, I don't know, Azubuike is young, C.J. Watson's young, Brandon Wright is young, and Pietrus hitting from the baseline.
I don't mind that when you, pass up the 3, but you go in, you take your shot. But you get yourself on track.
And the Warriors are the 4th youngest team in the NBA. So they've had the highest highs, and they've had some games that they've let slip away, but they're not San Antonio yet. A different evolution as that team is built. They're not a ruthlessly efficient, consistent team.
They can go left, and he's not going to be as effective.
Marcus Banks slipping there. Monte at 2-on-1. Dropping into Pietrus, and they execute it exactly how you draw it up. And when they come up with the defense, they've been able to run the open floor and executing nicely. Banks is 6 of 10, but his field goals has only been 1 jumper. And there's Monte missing. And Pietrus working the offensive glass. Warriors only 5 turnovers, so taking good care of the ball. Marion posting up on Baron. And Jackson deflecting that. Now on the 3rd repost. And Marion having it blocked. That's good team defense. Baron into Pietrus, and when committing the foul, and Pietrus took the hard fall.
One of those quick little releases, he may have had a 3-point play. Rather than gather and do all that, so he's going up with 2 hands, kept him on the ball, so he comes down very awkwardly. Quick little shovel shot off the backboard, maybe gets you a 3-point play, but the Warriors may do that anyway because they've called it. I think they called this.
It's a flagrant foul. It's a flagrant 1. Saying the contact by Quinn was excessive and unnecessary.
That was much more...
Well, Alexander Johnson just threw his body into it.
That was much more egregious than this.
Oh, absolutely. And there's that Monte alley-oop that the Warriors execute so beautifully on the out-of-bounds play. Jackson saying, we keep getting these teams with that play.
You know, we're getting surprised by it.
And Al Harrington dropping in the 3. Another alley-oop, and Pietrus ripping that down. And Monte, that's a Baron impersonation. Nice delivery.
Yeah, from about 45 feet.
Jackson from deep, and Steven Jackson from three-point land has 5 tonight. You wonder, why do the Warriors wear their orange? Why do they wear their blue? How do they pick the uniforms that they're going to wear on a given night? Well, Matt Steinmetz went into the locker room and found out.
Thanks, Bob. Now, sometimes you notice that the Warriors wear their midnight blue on the road, and other times they wear the Golden Gate orange. Thanks, Jack. You may wonder, how do they decide which ones to wear? Well, a lot of superstition plays into it. Eric Housen, the equipment manager, decides, and the bottom line is this. If the Warriors win in their blue, they stay blue the next game. If they lose in the blue, they go to orange. Tonight, the Warriors in orange because they lost to Charlotte the other night. The goal, be in orange tomorrow in Orlando.
And the Warriors built such a big lead that the starters could get some rest in advance of Orlando. Monta Ellis has come alive here in the third. Pietrus will come up with the steal, working with Monta. Perfect. We get 3 games in 2 days. That's really tough. Monta again, and he's really done it. When a team goes 3-29, you can get them in that here we go again mode.
Of course.
I mean, it's
a natural psychological phenomenon that will occur whether you want to or not. And they finally close out a quarter with a nice wide open shot.
Is thinking, can I play the whole game and finish it off without Baron Davis here? And what a finish inside. Nice alley-oop, and Azubuike taking the body, getting the bucket. It's a nice pass by Al. Most power forwards can't deliver it like that. So could this group play extended minutes here in the fourth and manage this lead? Win blocked inside.
Azubuike got it from behind. Push this up. And there's another shot. And Azubuike, just was going to say, Bob,
he needed that one.
The Warriors would love to see Azubuike get that 3-point shot back. He missed 2 of them in the last few moments of the Charlotte game. Might have made a difference. You can't blame him for it. But he got 2 good looks and he just didn't convert.
Yeah, Azubuike's been right around 40% on threes. And Jason Williams losing the handle. And Barnes will get an easy one. You always talk about your former coaches, Jim, in terms of playing the right way, even in a blowout.
Yes.
Don Nelson wants to see, can Brandon Wright and Pietrus and Barnes, Azubuike, these guys, can they play defense? Can they play the right way?
And it cost them 3. And that's the stuff. There's a nice extra effort by Azubuike.
So it's up to the bench unit. This is, you want your full team to help out the starters here as Barnes works on the baseline. And Brandon Wright, little wing jumper. Rimmed a couple times, and sneaking in there, C.J. Watson. And Barnes had a hook again. So Toronto coming to town on Wednesday. Brandon Wright on the handle, and right over Haslem. We haven't seen Brandon do that in the open floor. We've seen him handle it, but he called his own number and scored over a good defender. Croshere with a little show and go. Oh, it's pump fake night. The final 3 minutes that you watch different things in garbage time. I just get a kick out of O'Brien's and Brandon Wright playing together. The Warriors in recent years have never had this type of length. As Croshere knocks down the 3.
They never had a center that could step out and shoot like Croshere can.
That's true. Hey, Crozier's a small forward right now. What are you talking about?
Not going to send that one back.
Now Brandon Wright. And our Fry's Electronics HD defining moment. Really the first quarter. Welcome back Andris Biedrins on the first play of the game. And then the 3-point shooting of Steven Jackson and Al Harrington. The Warriors make 13 threes tonight, but it was Harrington and Jackson reeling off 8 early. Our Fry's Electronics HD defining moments, and Al Harrington alongside Matt Steinmetz.
All right, Al. One of the themes this season has been you guys seem to follow up tough losses with big wins. Minnesota, Chicago, Atlanta, Charlotte the other night. What's the reason for that?
Man, we just respond. And one of our biggest things is that we try not to lose 2 games in a row. And that's something that we set out at the beginning of the year to try not to do. And early in the season we struggled with it, but lately we've been responding pretty well after tough losses.
You got a ton of contributions from everybody tonight. It seemed like everybody played well. Is this like a perfect way to go into the last game of a road trip, 4 and 5 nights?
Yeah, definitely, especially going playing against Orlando. They're a very tough team at home, and we're going to need contributions from everybody to win that game tomorrow. So, we just have to build on this one.
Now, this is one of those games when you came in, gave the team a huge lift with your threes. You've been struggling a little from out there. What was the difference tonight?
Man, I'm just going to stay confident. You know what I'm saying? I can't miss them all. And I'm going to miss every one I don't take. So whenever I'm open, I'm going to shoot it, and I got the confidence that they're going to go in.
What was kind of the mood of the team yesterday after that loss in Charlotte that kind of obviously was a disappointing loss? How'd the team spend the off day? What'd you talk about? How'd you get it back?
We didn't talk about basketball at all. We all hung out at the beach, went and ate lunch, just had a good time and enjoyed one another. Got away from the game for a day, and we got locked in this morning, and you see what happened tonight.
Thanks a lot, Al.
So long from Miami, FLA. Finish off the road trip in Orlando tomorrow at 4.